Hey nerds and nerdettes, it's Rick here again. How is your Saturday going? I hope wonderful. Doing fantastic here. It's fall time finally. We got these beautiful fall time temperatures and I'm loving it. I hate summertime. I'm a fall time guy, so perfect cool temperatures makes happy Rick. So right now I'm in a fantastic mood, and while I'm in a fantastic mood, I figured I'd take a look, do a new review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Mattel Thundercats Classics Lion-O Classic action figure. Now, before I take a look at the figure and the packaging itself, was Rick doing some customizing? No. Why do you ask? Try and get that stuff off there while we're talking. Anyways, so as many of you are aware, this is pretty much going to be it. We're going to be getting Lion-O, Panthro, Pumira, and a Jackalman, and that is going to be it from Matty Collector. As many of you are aware, Matty Collector, as of January 1st, 2017, is going to be no more. So that means no more Ghostbusters from Matty Collector, no more Thundercats Classics, obviously, from Matty Collector, no more He-Man Masters of the Universe Classics from Matty Collector. No more. It's going to be gone. They don't even know if they're going to keep the forums. Personally, you know, Toy Guru and Matty Collector caught a lot of crap, and rightfully so on a lot of issues. But, you know, they put out a lot of cool product. We can't lie, you know. As much as I hate Mattel, they put out some pretty cool stuff. And, I mean, an extensive line. Who knew that Mattel, can't talk today, Masters of the Universe was going to go as long as it did. So, I mean, you've got an extensive with vehicles and creatures and all kinds of stuff, and it's an amazing toy line, I do have to admit. Even if they use the same body over and over and over again, the breadth of characters that you got in the line was fantastic. And unfortunately, they didn't get to this until it was time for them to call it quits, so therefore we're only going to get 4 figures now. That being said, Super 7, who is a smaller company, they have actually picked up the rights to do Masters of the Universe Classics. They're going to continue on. I spoke about this the other day. They're starting off, you know, just releasing some of the first edition characters, but they're doing them in like the NECA style Ultimate with alternate hands and heads and a whole bunch of weapons and whatnot. So they have talked about doing Thundercats Classics. However, the water was a little murky with that. We weren't sure if it was actually going to happen. They still had to strike out a completely brand new deal with Warner Brothers and all that and this, what, the other. However, somebody who was actually at New York Comic Con, the Thundercats Classics site on Facebook, they actually spoke with Brian Flynn, who is the boss over at Super 7, about Thundercats Classics, and now it is confirmed that it is not a matter of if, but a matter of when. So they're going to be doing Thundercats Classics. Whether or not they're going to redo the first 4 figures and then carry on, we don't know. They did confirm that it's going to be a pretty long gap between these figures and then the second series, because, you know, the ink is still drying on the contract. But we will be getting more Thundercats Classics, so hooray. I'm happy because, I mean, this guy's fantastic. All right, so let's take a look at the packaging. Now that I just spent 4 minutes talking, rambling. Okay. So it's a pretty cool box. I like I'm a big fan of the open window style packaging that a lot of companies are using now. NECA's been doing it lately. DC Collectibles has been doing it lately. Obviously, Mattel jumped on the bandwagon. So you got a cool picture of Lion-O here looking through the eye of his sword, which actually does, I don't know if you can see it here, there you go, hello Lampy, it kind of has the raised plastic here to continue with the sword. Sight beyond sight here. You got a cool picture of Lion-O on the side with a very like anime influence here. Then you've got another picture of him in front of the Thundercats lair with a little bio here. I will let you pause it if you want to take a look at it. I'm pretty sure this describes me too. He is a child in a man's body. Yep, that's definitely me. And you got Thundercats here, Lion-O on the side. Bada boom, bada bing. That's the packaging. And I like that too. I really like the coloring. It's very bright, vibrant, stands out. I think if Super 7 decides, what they decide to do on their packaging, they should just stick with this, because I really like it. Thundercats logo in the background there. Pretty darn cool. I'm a fan. All right, let's bring the man back in here. So, like I said, we're only getting 4. We're getting Lion-O, Panthro, Pumira, and Jackalman. 4 Horsemen have already admitted they have done a Groon and a Yaga, however you say it. I always said Jaga, and I'm sure I'm wrong. Jaga, I don't know, whatever. Potato, patata. Anyways, so they've already admitted that they've sculpted those, and I really hope those see the light of day, because this is the Thundercats line that I've always dreamed of. Especially, Bandai tried to do some back in the day, but they're nowhere near this. Okay, so let's cover articulation. This guy has a ball-jointed head. He's got ball-jointed shoulders. We got a bicep swivel. There is a swivel here at the wrist. This arm obviously doesn't have any wrist articulation, but this guy does, as well as some of the extra hands, which I will show you in a second. So there is wrist articulation, swivel hinge right here in the wrist. You do have an ab crunch. You've got swivel here at the waist, got ball-jointed hips, single hinge knees, and then, yes, kids, there are rocker ankles. Thank you, Lord. Sculpting on this guy is fantastic. Now, I would have preferred my Lion-O to be a little bit more svelte, a little thinner. There's been different interpretations, different looks for him. So, it is what it is. It obviously uses a base Masters of the Universe body. That's fine. That's Mattel for you. They cut corners where they can. But it works. I don't really have a huge problem with it. Like I said, different interpretations. If you look at the Ed McGuinness version in the comic books, it was buff like this. That's, the McGuinness interpretation. That's the way I'm looking at it. Sculpting on these are fantastic, especially the hair on his head. Very detailed. Lots of little sculpted details there. Here on the claw. Again, lots of little hairs here. I'm glad they went with the calm face for him. I don't know if you saw the original prototype release. It was very, very orange, and he had like a snarling face. I'm glad that they went with the more muted colors and the calm face. I think that more represents the character better. Again, pretty dang cool sculpting. Some reusage, a lot of new stuff. So I'm okay with what they did here. I think I've kind of grown out of love with the 4 Horsemen aesthetic, especially with DC Universe Classics, but, I can't deny how crazy talented they are. Excuse me. So paint applications are very clean on this guy. No issues. I know that Mattel has had issues with that in the past. You got a little bit of a wash stain here. Not a make or break for me. And then, one minor little scuff right here, but nothing that's going to make me... Which actually, it just wiped off. So, hey, no more paint scuffing. Same thing. The logo, nice and clean here on the sword. Even has a little bit of green details in here. Just wonderfully done. I mean, really, it's a shame that Mattel is dropping this, because they did fantastic with it. So, this guy also comes with quite a few accessories here. Sorry to bump you like that. You just went for a little ride. Okay, so obviously this can pop off here. And you can just put a regular hand. Now this I'm a little confused by. He's got 2 left gripping hands. They're exactly the same. So I don't know what the point was of this, but whatever, no big deal. And then, like I said, those just kind of pop into the wrist like so. I am obviously going to keep them. This is how I associate my Lion-O. I'm going to keep him with the claw hand on there. He also comes with this. This does just pop off here at the belt. He's got the little claw sheath and this does not come out. The sword does not come out. However, he does come with a sight beyond sight sword. Obviously smaller. I think they could have, I don't know, maybe gone a little bit more silver with it. It's pretty good, I guess, there when you shine it in the light. And then obviously he comes with the sword extended. I think I saw somebody else comment on it. I think I would have liked to have seen, kind of like a tilted hand like so that he can raise his sword and actually have it like that. The hand itself, I mean, it's kind of hard to hold the sword. They're very loose, the right hand. But Again, not a make or break. I mean, it's Thundercats, ho. See what I did there? So yeah, guys, this, I mean, it's fantastic. It's a shame that Mattel got out when they did, because I would have, I wish they would have started this sooner, because I'm really liking this. But, you know, provided that Super 7 keeps Four Horsemen on, keeps the same kind of paint quality, same kind of sculpting quality, I've got no issues with Super 7 doing this. This is a fantastic figure. Absolutely no complaints on my side. Other than the fact that maybe I would have liked a tilted hand so he can hold the sword straight up and do his little battle cry. Alright, gang, and here he is with the previous release San Diego Comic-Con exclusive kitten set, the Wily Kit and Wily Cat. As you can see, he scales wonderfully with them. And yes, those are Hellboy stickers on this shelf. I just can't get them off without destroying the shelf or the stickers themselves. But that's where they're going for right now. But anyways, as you can see, fit wonderfully. Can't wait for the other 3 or 4 to be released. Oh, and we're getting an exclusive Mumra if you do have a subscription. So we have that to look forward to as well. But here you go, guys. Here's a look at these beautiful figures together. I can't wait for the rest of them. Can't wait to see what Super 7 does with the line. If you guys like what you see here, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. All right, guys. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to go enjoy this beautiful fall weather. Have a good one.